Welcome back to Livie's Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel, and I'm your host, Fam the Fabulous. For more ideas, inspiration, swaps, and challenges, click the link in the description below to join our craft community, the Maker Exchange, on Facebook. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, all my artists, creatives, crafters, and makers. Welcome back to the Lovely Lab. All right, so listen, in one of my last videos, I created this folio here, and I did so using nothing but scrap fabric from a curtain from like a decade ago. It's almost vintage, right? This is newer fabric, but these were scrap papers that I had from other Christmassy projects that I was working on at the time. So in that series, Leftovers from the Lovely Lab, I now put a card up in the corner. I created this folio, and I pulled some papers to create a little traveler's notebook to go inside of it. So my thoughts were to use the clusters that I made in one of the other videos, where I used up the leftover scrap papers to create some clusters. That's not one of them. I figured I'm going to do a little bit of stamping in this and then add some of the clusters for pockets and tuck spots, and not doing too much, you know, because this, it's already it's a little busy anyways. So it's not too busy, but it's, you know, I don't want to overdo it. So I had already started, and I figured let me just stop and get a minute to get the camera on. And so I started off with this cluster here, and this one says, "Hidden among the snow-covered branches." Isn't that so cute? I thought that was a great little cover cluster, if you will, for the inside of the journal. So I eventually will have to, I was thinking about whether or not I should stitch it in, or if I should make this so that it could be used. You could add other journals in here, traveler's notebooks, I should say. But I think I'm going to keep it as, I'll decide on that later. It's no sense in me deciding on it now. So let me move this off to the side. And I pulled a couple of stamp sets that I could use. I don't have a lot of Christmas. I just have these two for Christmas. But I figured I could use the doilies to give something like a snowflake, you know, vibe to it. So that's what we're going to do for that. Now let me see if I can find some, if I have a blue ink. I have a broken china, but I don't want it too dark. But I also have, oh, I have a couple of blues actually. These ones from Hampton Art, these little ones. I very rarely use them, but no time like the present to pull them out. So let me grab some stamp pads. I meant some blocks. And I don't have another one. We'll see. We'll see what we got here. All right, so let me pull out some scrap paper, and I'm going to push the clusters off to the side so that I won't get them inked up. So let's see what we can. Let's use the doilies first. Okay. And yeah. Let's see what we can get out of those. I'm trying to be cautious so that it doesn't bleed through to the other side of whatever papers that I stamp on. So I definitely need to try it out on the scrap paper first, just to see, you know. Okay, that's pretty. Bring it up a little closer. That's a nice one, isn't it? All right, so we'll work with that. Did I put that right on top of the ink? Okay, that was cute. All right, so that's one. So that ink works. Let's try, oh, there's two of them. Let's try this one. I don't even know if they don't even have names to their colors. Whatever. We'll see what it does. That's a brighter, that's a more, that one's a little bit more vintagey, so I like that one. Let's see. It's not really bleeding through to the end, but let's see what we get if we do a, oh, okay. So with that one, you can get some ghost stamping. I'm not sure if you can see it well on camera, but let me try the broken china. Just want to see if that second impression will be vivid enough for a decent ghost stamp. Yes, it will. Okay, so that will work. It's a waste of ink, but whatever. You know what I'll do? I'm gonna take an index card that's already gessoed, and let's gesso on one side. I don't want to waste the ink, you know. So, well, I've already messed up that one, so let me just grab a piece of white paper. One second. And this is actually scrap paper, so. All right. Boy, the mess happens fast, doesn't it? All right. Okay, still got a little bit of ghost impression there. All right. Put this over here so I can stamp off. And let me find a page that, like something like this. So I'm gonna put this off to the side. Yeah, oh, that's two sheets. Okay. And I need this underneath it because I'm going to go off to the sides on it. All right, I know I could have prepped a little bit better, but it is what it is. I hope everyone is having a great day. I hope you are preparing well for the holiday. Of course, I would go the first time on the... Okay, it didn't bleed through. I'm not going to try that again. I might do another, just one more bright colored one. But I forgot to stamp off. Good Lord. Hope everyone's having a good day. Your week is turning out to be a prosperous or successful one. And let me do a stamp off here. And now I don't want to do too many of this one because I'm going to there we go. And I'll do one here, light, and then maybe one towards the center. I could have used the larger block, but it is what it is. And so I'm going to take the second one and do the same thing with a different type of stamp. And I'm going to keep it all one color, and that keeps it from getting too busy. And they could still write on it if they so choose to, whoever ends up with the journal. All right, I'll put that one back. Okay. Let me try and clean this up. Oh, gracious, I could have. Okay, that's all right. It's perfectly fine, folks. So much for good intentions. I can still use these as long as I'm not layering them on top of one another. So. Yep, it looks like snowflakes. It's a great idea. But they're not. They're supposed to be doilies. And then I need to go off the edge a little bit. It's all about placement. So I'm just creating my own pattern here, which is something you can easily do with your own stamps. And that's good enough right there. Well, maybe I'll, there we go. Okay, so that one's good. That one. And see, what I didn't want to do was, because this is paper from a paper pack, but it's one-sided, and I wanted thinner paper as opposed to the double-sided prints, but the white can be a bit much, so I just I may go around. No, I'm not going to add any inked edges in here. All right, so we got that. We have this one, so let's see what we can do with that one. Let me have to grab a stencil or so. We'll see. We shall see. Or I may just do a stamp. How about that? I have a gray. I have a gray ink in here that may work as opposed to a black. I really don't want it to. Here we go. So, and I'm thinking about gray for this one. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And I'll definitely need a larger block for this. Alright, so let's see how this is going to work. Yep, that's good. Not too dark. Let me move these out the way. Alright. And then what I'll do, just slide this out, is on the opposite side, use those other Christmassy, okay, yeah, I can go first impression. Okay, and then I'm going to go around the border with the other one. Yeah, that's what we'll do. I'll leave that there for a second. Actually, that's cute. I was going to do around the border. I don't even remember what happened to that idea. Alright, 3 stamps, that's good. You can still write in that pattern. Let me see if there's another page that I can border. My goodness. As soon as I get the thought, the idea, it just escapes my little brain. Which reminds me, I stopped by my dad's house to bring in a lift recliner that I ordered and had delivered to his house. So when I stopped over there, he asked me to go go by the bank and deposit a check that was sent to him. And which is funny because I needed to go to the bank too, because I needed to deposit a payment from a check from orders that I received. Drove right past the bank. Was going on about my merry way. Okay, it's still in my purse right now, so I have to. I know my father would be so annoyed with me because up until maybe this point, he's always had a really good memory. Um, right now, not so much with everything going on in his, medically. But prior to, he's always had a really good memory. So anytime he would say something like, "You remember when you guys were kids and we did X, Y, Z?" And I would be like, "No, I don't remember that." My sister, my brother would, but I would be like, "No, I don't remember that." He would get so annoyed. Because in his mind, you're not even trying to remember. No, I'm really not. Sorry, I'm not. There's so many other things that are on my mind. All right, so let's see. We'll just do that in the corners. Yeah, I think that'll be cute. Corners. I could have probably placed that a little bit better, but whatever. And whoever gets this, maybe they'll be encouraged or inspired to color in those cute little berries and whatever they are. It's not a poinsettia. Holly? Is it holly? Yeah, maybe that's what that is. All right, so we got that one. I'm not going to use the star. I think this is good enough. I don't want to do too much to this because we don't need to. We don't need to. We got to leave some fun stuff for the owner of it, right? Plus, I'm sure as soon as I get that over to the clusters, the whole process of elimination and selection process is going to take up more time than y'all care to dedicate to this. So just trust me when I say you'll thank me for not having have you guys sit through that. Okay, this goes right there. All right, I'll put that away in a few seconds. And where can I put this? Let's see. Can I find a nice place for that? Let's see. Let's try and get that baby out. That might work. But let's see if there's a more fitting place. I like how the blue is right there. I might be able to get away with it there. Let me go to the opposite side. See if there's any place that, maybe here. Maybe here. Yeah, it's double-sided, so I can get away with it. Well, it's printed on both sides, let me say that. Well, let me be clear when I say that. Or maybe even that page. Nope, this one's good. Okay. And I think I'm going to try and find a green. I have a green, but it's awfully bright. Let's see how we can work that out. Let me close that up. Pulling out all the inks over here. Well, that doesn't go. This one goes here. And it's going on a darker paper, so not quite sure how it's going to come out, but we shall see. Good enough. Oh, it's pretty. That is pretty. Let me get some of that excess over here. I need a smock. You know, I remember back in elementary days when we would go to art class, our teacher would give us a smock. We had a smock in our classroom for all of the students because heaven forbid we go back home in our school clothes with the shenanigans on, you know? Heaven forbid. All right. I remember when I got home from school, it was absolutely mandatory for you to come about those school clothes. Hang those up, put your play clothes on, do your chores, and do your homework. Or do your homework and then do your chores. I can't remember which one it was. I think I want this off to the side. Yeah. Good, it didn't go bleed through to the second side, but to the opposite side. All right. Leave that there for a second. And then I think I'm going to go on the inside with a word. a good word, not joy. It's the most wonderful. I had a problem with this stamp. Let me see what was the problem that I was having with it. I can't use pigment ink because it may have to. Let's see if I can do it's going to bleed through to the opposite side. So I definitely have to try and go for a ghost stamp, but I'm not sure if it's going to pick it up on the... that might work, but let's see about the second one. Yeah, the second one will work. I believe. Yep, good enough for me. How about you? Okay. So I mentioned in the recent sip and share that I am working on a winter themed digital. Right now, if you're watching, my Etsy shop has 50% off on all of the digitals throughout the month of December, and that is my gift to you all. Okay. I hope to have the digital completed by the end of the week so that I can start working on some projects. So stay tuned for that. And I'm putting it out into the ether, out into the universe, which will compel me to get it done. So actually, when I turn this camera off, even though it's 9 o'clock at night and I hear Josh in the background, he is not asleep. Nevertheless, I will pull out my wonderful handy laptop, go to my room, sit in my rocking chair, and where was I going with this? Oh, and work on the digital, because I just had a cup of chai tea, and I believe there has to be some form of caffeine in there because I'm not tired, although I've had a very long day. Very long. Just making sure there's no ink. Okay. All right, let's put that back. The other side is going to be stitched. The pocket is going to be stitched. There's going to be a little bit of stitching, not a whole lot in here. I don't think it's necessary. Okay. I think I want to pull this one out and do the snowflakes on this one in why not go with a pink? I don't have a red. I do, but it's a pigment ink, and I don't really want to deal with that. Oh, here we go. What is going on with that pad? All right, let's try and get past that. Let's. That's too bright. Oh my gosh, that's a bit much. That's too bubblegum pink. Let's see if we can go with this one. If not, we might have to go. I don't want to go brown. That one might work. No, I don't like it. Not on this page anyway. So let me go with... we'll go with gray. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll go with gray. I almost felt like I was going to say, let's go with God. Well, God created gray. So there's that. I think I can go, I can go directly on here. Go here, and then stamp off there. And let's do one more. How about, oh wow, okay. How you doing? Let's do there we go. And let's do the same for this side. I'm not going to do the inside. I can hear Josh's TV. He's supposed to be asleep because he's in testing this week. But he's found a way to, you know, have that TV on while I'm in here, thinking I'm not going to notice. I will. Don't worry. He won't be getting it tomorrow. He'll be going to sleep in silence tomorrow, as he should. All right. Okay, so we're done with that. All right, let me put the inks away. Now that I have made a great mess, pulling out every color I could find. Okay, and that goes there. I was having audio trouble on my last video, and prayerfully that won't be the case for this one. Because I'm not doing it again. I'm not. And if this didn't go here, where did this go? Maybe it did. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Alright, now that we have the stamping done, might as well leave this here. Let me move this stuff out of the way. I'll put that back. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to tidy up. Okay, so I have pulled out the clusters. Let's see what we got here. That's going to need to be backed with something I would like. That would be nice. Yeah. That'll make a nice pocket. Okay. Tear off the first top edge. I might need to cut that. Yeah. Why not? Okay, so bring her back over. Is that too wide? It is. Okay, let me get the glue stick and glue that down so I can get it's a little bit thicker. Gracious. All right. Nothing too heavy. Just a little glue, you know. I'm doubling up the paper. Alright, need to burnish that. Alright, how big of this do we need this to be? And cut off this excess. Brown paper bag comes in handy. Alright, that fits on there great. Okay. Let's get the glue. Yeah. I'll do that there. Okay. I probably could have used a lighter glue, a thinner glue. But this is what's on hand. This is what we shall use. All right. Okay. That's fine. And we shall put this. Is there anything sticking off the edge? Just a little bit. Which a little bit of overage, you know what I mean? It's not a big deal, but you may need to make some adjustments thereafter. I feel like I should do black around the edge. No. Just inking this edge so it doesn't blend so much onto the sheet. Because it's blending a bit. Although it's busy enough for it to stand out, but you get what I'm saying. Actually, that ain't even, I don't know, I may have to go with the black. For those edges to pop a little bit. Oh, that's better. It's the little details, right? Now, let me know, guys, in the comments. Let me know if you guys are already working on Christmas gifts, projects for your home, you know, DIY, Christmas-inspired things. What are you guys working on right now? All right, so there we go. I could have stitched this first, but it's too late now. You know, let me put a hole at the top first. Okay, this is, a small little pocket, whatever. You get what I'm saying. Oh, gracious, I forgot it's wet. Hold on. Oh, there we go. When it's moist like that, it does not like to go through those, moist or thin, does not like to go into those punches. It has a hard time in those punches. Too moist or too thin, you're gonna have issues. All right. Okay, I don't want to put too many pockets in here because the folio only has but so much space on the edge. You know what I mean? All right, so we got a pocket there. Let's see. There. Let me do a little decorative element here. That's cute. Actually, I'll do it on this side. And because this page comes in further than the rest, I can have it hang off the edge of the page, like a tab, if you will, almost. So, like so. Yep, that's good. So now, actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave that there and put some glue here. Okay, that's perfect. And then I'll go ahead and glue the rest of this in place, like so. And it's just a nice little decorative element. Okay, got that there. That's cute. Now, is this upside down? No, it's fine. All right. This needs a little something. What? I'm not sure. There we go. That's cute. That, I can work with that. I may have to cut that down, though. I'm fine with it. I didn't want to, but I may have to. Actually, I'm going to cut one side down so that the other side can hang off. There we go. Yep, there we go. Works for me. Oh gosh, the glue. Okay. So this is how you put your scraps to use. You know, all of what you see is products of leftovers from the Lovely Lab, aka scraptations, okay? Scrap art. Sure is. All right. This, I want to put something on here. I'm going to sew around the edge of it, but I can, I'd like something like this with a little bit of wording on here. And maybe something on the opposite pocket as well. Something small. Let's see. Can we? No, I don't want to do that on both sides. I'm going to do one pocket. Then I'll figure out something for the other one if need be. Because, yeah. Actually, I'm going to put it on this side. And I'll put a sentiment. Yeah. Put that there, and get out the Tim Holtz clippings. I hope that stays. Let's see. Found it wonderful to behold. No. Should have put double-sided tape on here. If it comes back up, that's what I'm going to do. I'll carry it to the big sled. That's what I like. I like that. Not too Christmassy, but Christmassy enough. All right. Yep. I'll carry it to the big sled. So when we were younger, back home in New York, we were very inventive when it came to having fun, let me tell you, okay? So we, again, much like the story of the bicycle, you know, we had a sled, okay? And we beat that thing up, okay? On the side of our house was this hill. It's kind of hard to describe, but the way the hill was, it was kind of, if maybe about four and a half feet tall. And if you went down the hill, you'd be in our neighbor's driveway, you know. Um, and anytime they weren't there during the wintertime, we'd be on that sled. Or sometimes they would park out on the street just so we could go down the side of our house and into their driveway, you know. Well, one winter, I can't remember what we crashed into. I think it might have been the side of their garage, and we tore that sled up, okay? And rather than let our parents know, and also rather than to stop having fun, we opted to use the garbage can lid, the lid off of the garbage can. Now, the reason why we used it is because we had oh my gosh, is that a ladybug? Oh, it sure is. Oh, well, there's a ladybug in here. Oh, bless her sweet soul. So rather than, so distracted, rather than, retire our fun, we used the lid off the metal garbage can. Back in the day, the garbage cans were aluminum. And so we went on ahead. It did not have the handle on the top. The screws from the handle came off at some point prior to, this is why it was a good idea. So we got this garbage can lid, okay? And we commenced to, we were out there for hours. I think we might have had more fun on the garbage can lid than we actually had on the sled. It was all fun and games until my father came out and realized how we were tearing up the lid that went to the garbage can, and it was no longer going to be able to fit on it because it was bent out of shape to no, it was unrecognizable. But needless to say, when I see I'll carry it to the big sled, that's that's what I think of immediately. Immediately, I tell you. Oh, I know my parents, they probably were so sick of us with our shenanigans, and we always had something going on. Always had something going on. I think I'm going to use this as no, I can't do it there. And I already did it on the other side. Okay. Let me find something red for this side. Let's see if it'll work. A type of a red. Let's see, will this work? And I'll sew that in. Or will this one work? This one will be a bottom tuck. I think this one will work. Just got to be careful where I put the glue. I'll just put the glue where it's supposed to go. I'll be done with it already. For Pete's sake, right? A little bit hanging off the side. Okay, wait a minute. All right. And my poor son. You know, the kids these days, I'm starting to sound like my parent. This is when I realize I've turned into my mother. But oh my gosh, we had a ball as kids. There was never a dull moment. And I have to say that my son's, I mean, he always finds something to do. But we've remained entertained throughout the year. Cold weather, warm weather, fall, winter, spring. It didn't matter, honey. We were going to find something to do to occupy ourselves. No, this is already busy. But let me tone it. We bring holiday into it. Yeah, oh, that looks pretty there. That looks pretty there. But it serves no purpose. So let me think about that. I may put a card in here. Yeah. Tag of some sort. A journaling card. If I do that, then I need to, let's see, what do I have here? Will that work? Yeah, I can do that. On this side. All right, here we go again. All right, now the only problem with that is I don't think I really needed to cut that part out, but it's happening. It's happening. That would have been pretty. All right, moving right along because I can easily get lost in the what ifs or perhaps I should. You know what I mean? The perhaps I shoulds. That's the good thing about the glass mat is that I have an immediate place to lay glue stuff down at and not have to worry about making a mess or messing up my mat. Or so grateful for Timmy, cousin Tim. Everybody's got a cousin Tim. Actually, my nephew's name is Tim. All right. I'm actually not going to lay this down here just yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it in place. I'm going to, I need to put more ink on here. Stitch around the edges. And I'll leave the stitching for the last piece, and then I'll come back and show you what all the stitching, what everything looks like once the stitching has been added to it. And then we'll do a quick little flip through. That's what we'll do. If y'all still there. Hope everybody's still there. Right. Okay, it's gonna go this way. All right. Yeah, that'll work. That will work for me. Not that, I mean, it clearly would work for me. I'm the one who put it together, right? All right, so hope everybody's got their Christmas gifts, the purchases for the kids, because I don't know what this, the supply chain situation has been resolved. But I'm so grateful that my son is not a kid that wants a lot. He only asked for 2 things: Forza Horizon 5, I think they came out with the new one recently, and an Oculus, which is a virtual reality headset. So, done and done. Well, actually, I didn't get the Forza Horizon because I could just purchase the download. That's what he wants for it, because it's for his PC. I don't think he wants to play it on his, I'm going to put this up here. I don't think he wants to play it on the Xbox. Yeah. Not the Xbox. Okay. You know what? I can bring, I think I might be able to do this on here. No, not that one. Can I do this? I could, but I'm not feeling it either. But I could do this here at the top with some type of a word on it. I feel like I need something on this side. That's what I feel like. Should I go this way? Yeah, that'll work. Actually, this way might work better. Yeah. I hear Josh's TV, and I'm going to go in there and have a chat with him when I am done. Don't hold me back, y'all. He's due for a good talking to. But that's about besides of that, because the boy never gets a spanking. He's never gotten a spanking a day in his life. He has gotten a tap from time to time, but nothing like what we grew up with. Alright, so I think this should suffice. think I've put plenty of the clusters to good use, and the rest of them I'll be able to utilize for some cards perhaps. I got a few left. I don't want to overdo it. You know, I don't want to make it too scrappy. Or maybe we do. Okay, let me get one more sentiment for here. Up here, a light colored one that you can see well. I don't want Christmas was at hand. No. The Song of the Snowflakes. There we go. Song of the Snowflakes. That would be more fitting over here. Wait, where is the... actually, I want that here. Do I want it? Yeah. And I'm not gonna... The glue always gets me. There's always some glue on my hand that ends up on a sticker somewhere. Gracious. Okay, I'll fix that later. Song of the Snowflakes. Okay, let me get a light colored one here. These little stickers have come in handy, believe you me. It prevents me from having to stamp words and sentiments. I know that sounds lazy, but it is what it is. If it sounds lazy, it's probably because I am. I hear that ladybug around here somewhere. All right, bear with me. I'll look for one like tree cloth and clothing tinsel. Okay. All right, so now there is another. Is there another one? Okay, shouldn't have to. It's definitely not that serious. Like bright stars, may we all. Did you see how I threw that, guys? Like seriously, can I get my life together? I'm gonna pop this down. No, I better go around it with the dart. I almost was gonna let the dwindling energy level have me skip out on this last little step. Not that anybody would notice it, you know, other than you guys. I need a little glue. I didn't put any on the other side. So it's going down on the white side of paper, which means it'll adhere a lot better, or a lot longer, I should say. Okay. Like bright stars, may we all gleam. May we all gleam. All right. So now the last thing that I need to do is do a little stitching, which I will not be doing tonight because the boy should be trying to get to sleep, and I don't want to interrupt that because then he'll be like, well, I heard you sewing and I couldn't get to sleep, as if that has ever been an obstacle for him. But he'll try it. Believe you me when I tell you, he'll try it. All right. So I'll be back to finish off with stitching up the last little bits. And all right, so stay tuned just a moment. Okay, so I have finished up the pages. I was thinking about decorating more of them on the camera, but who's got time for all of that? So let me just share with you where I'm at with this, okay? Real quick, quick little flip through, and we shall be on our merry little ways. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching me decorate. I hope you have been able to pull out your things and craft along with me. But in the meantime, between time, let me show you where we're at. So one of the things that I did was I went on ahead and put eyelets on the end, and I did not have enough black thick elastic, so I am going to have to double this up and use it. Now what I ended up having to do was I used this Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist with this, where is it at, stretch elastic. Okay, put it in a Ziploc bag here, sprayed a little bit in a Ziploc bag, and just to try and darken it, because this is pink. Okay, we got to work with what we got. You know, I'm not going out and buying more. I think I used all of it when I was making masks last year, but I don't use it that often. I guess I do need to invest in so that I can make more traveler's notebooks. Nevertheless, I'm rambling here. All right, so this is what we have. I went on ahead and bound it. So I inked some of the edges, did a little stamping and so on and so forth. Little stencil work there. There's the stamping that you saw me do on camera. Let me see. Let me bring this down just a little bit so you guys can see. All right. Yep, there we go. All right. Bring that into focus. So we got the doily coffee page. I haven't done anything to these two pages. On this side, I've used one of the clusters along with one of the Tim Holtz Christmas Noel clippings and stitched around it and then dropped it on here. The snowflakes come down, and then as you can see, those doily stamps that I used as snowflakes. On this side, I used a little bit of lace that, well, is it lace? Yeah, it's lace trim that I've dyed and just cut a little. This is remnants. It's a scrap, actually. On this side, I have used a Dollar Tree stencil to stencil the word believe on here. And then on this side is just some coffee dyed paper. Okay, and then so on this side is a little pocket that I can put one of, let's see, remember I did quite a bit of things on the leftovers from the Lovely Lab, so I've got a number of journal cards and tags and stuff like that that I can use in here. Let's see, and I'll probably do so off camera. Let's see, I'm not sure if this will fit, but let's see. Oh, it'll fit. How cute. That will fit there. That's cute. Although, if I remember, I thought I might have made that one to go into one of these pockets. I might have. I can't remember. Let's see. And if that's the case, then I'm not going to use it. Let's see. I think I did. Yeah, I did. Let me leave that in there so that I can use that in another journal. All right. But in the meantime, I still have other ones that I can use. So I'll probably run some stitching around here and leave it as is, ink it a little bit, leave it as is. I'm going to leave that one there for now. I didn't want to put too much in it because this traveler's notebook is not made, this folio is not made to house a whole bunch of shenanigans. You know what I mean? It's not. It really is not. Okay. So put that card in there. Got a couple more. These are just index cards that I covered using some leftover papers from last year. Coffee dye papers as well. That's an actual coffee dye paper. More of the clusters. And did I use this one? No, I just put that down. It's not a tuck spot. There is one in here somewhere. I don't know if that. Now we are at the center. I need to cut this down a bit. I'll do this now so that it doesn't conflict with the other pages. So much for a quick flip through. Thanks for being patient. Appreciate ya. All right, there we go. All right, so this is the inside. Let me cut these down a little bit. Put a little cluster there. Okay, and let's see if we can, I may make these into tags. Let's see. Yep, it'll fit. It will fit perfectly. Awesome. Okay, I got one card left. Well, actually, I have two. And prayerfully, that won't be too thick. A flip out page. I did not stencil any additional stuff there. I really created this less for decorating. I mean, you can if you want to, but more for having some writing space and a little festive place to, you know, document some Christmas memories. You know what I mean? There's that stamping, some more cluster work here and there, some more stamping, and that's a planner page, as you already know. Here is a belly band. I think I can slide this into it perfectly. Perfect. That's a lot of pattern, honey. Let me tell you that. There, that might work. Okay. And I might do a little stamping on that. And then Song of the Snowflakes. I think this journal came out really nice. I didn't have to do too much, and I used up a lot of scrap papers that I had on hand. The last thing that I need to do is put the elastic on, and it will be ready to go. All right, and I do believe that I'm going to offer this in a giveaway. Now let's look. This thing is getting thick. That thing is getting thick. Yeah, I might have to open that up a little bit more. We shall see. Let's see. Oh, I think it might be all right. All right, folks. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you were able to follow along, craft along, had a good time, and I hope you pull out your leftovers and create some things for the holiday for your friends, family, neighbors, community service workers, UPS, mail people, whatever. Anyways, spread love, spread your light, enjoy the art of crafting. All right, and until we're back here together on YouTube, guys, y'all know what the story is. Stay encouraged, stay blessed, stay creative and crafting. Bye for now.
If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe to join the crafty community, and be sure to click the bell for notifications of new uploads. Thank you so much for watching. Now stay tuned for more from Livie's Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel. Bye for now.